important win for United, but it came at a cost with Casemiro's red card. Dissect that game for me, first of all.
Well, do you know what? In the first 20 minutes, I was quite convinced, it was going to be a comfortable game, 2 or 3-0, that sort of style, especially getting the penalty early doors. It's always good to score first, but we have had a habit of dropping off at times, and I do think that did happen. We did drop off, and in the second half, I don't think we played as well, nowhere near as well as the first half. I thought the first half, it was comfortable. Like, we weren't creating loads of chances, but we were playing some nice moves, really good on the football, just kind of in control of the game. But then we got into the second half, it did start to heat up, and then obviously that Casemiro red card just absolutely killed us off. I think that showed, obviously we're down to 10 men, so it's always going to be harder, but that showed how crucial Casemiro is. He literally came out of the team, and the team looked like they didn't know what to do. They looked a little bit clueless, they looked lost, and I think he's such a big impact personality-wise, leader-wise, and everything he does on the pitch, it's literally irreplaceable. And the fact that he's out for 3 games, I want to be positive because it's good that we saw that game out. It was, on edge for a bit there, but 3 games without Casemiro, thankfully, they're not too bad fixtures, but it's worrying because we've got so little in midfield as it is. But one good thing I would say is I thought Sabitzer looked good when he came on. Obviously, he's not the same role as Casemiro. He's more of a box-to-box. He can play that position, and I thought he looked good. Some really good tackles, tenacious, and don't get me started on the referee, because that one tackle where he got the ball cleanly. I mean, I'm in the middle tier of Sir Alex, and I can see he got the ball cleanly. Rashford was on to literally score the winner to seal that game, put it to bed, and he pulls it back. There's so many questionable decisions from the ref today as well. I don't want to blame the ref, but if I was Ten Hag, there'd be a few conversations I'd be having after that game. First of all, with the referee, secondly with Anthony, and thirdly with Casemiro, because I know we say we like the passion, but that from Anthony literally caused Casemiro to get red card. I'm not blaming Anthony for it because Casemiro shouldn't have done it himself, but it's just little things like that can cost us, because it might cost us in the next few games. It could have cost us today as well.
Yeah, back to the wall there when the red card did come, Beth. Were you happy with how we dug in and defended, or are you in the boat of we kind of lost control, we could have dealt with that a bit better? Why did we have to drop off because we lost one player? Could we not have carried on trying to play football instead of panicking and dropping off?
Do you know what? I was thinking that myself, but I thought sometimes you just got to work with what you've got and do the best out of what you've got. That team without Casemiro down to 10 men isn't capable of taking on that Palace team the same way, I don't think. I think we would have got cut through. I think if we would have tried to attack straight through the midfield, Sabitzer and Fred can't hold it as well as Casemiro did. So I think Eric Ten Hag did make the right decision. I thought even the Garnacho sub, even though it was unlucky, it was the right decision to make. So I thought Eric Ten Hag, the only thing I would say is he should have made that Sabitzer substitution earlier. He waited too long on it, and I can understand why he was thinking that, but he should have brought him on straight away, in my opinion, and I think we would have maybe taken control of the game better. But yeah, it was the way, I was proud of the team, how they did dig in, and you could see the passion was there, you could see how hard fought the win was. So the unity within the team is great. That second goal, such a well-worked goal. The team play, the one-touch passes, and everyone's role on the pitch looks so much more secure. Eric Ten Hag has got us playing comfortable, nice football. In that first half as well, I was really impressed. But you can see how quickly things can turn in its head. One player out, who happens to be our best player, and the attitude was there, but we just looked completely like a completely different team. So Eric Ten Hag has to work his magic again. Yet another little hurdle for him to go through, and yeah, we'll have to see how he deals with it in the upcoming games.
A few people have mentioned it, Graham, just before you as well, Beth, there though. Could we take a bit of a blessing in disguise that we've got Leeds and Leicester? Casemiro will be available for the 2 Barcelona games and the final.
That's the one thing you've got to take it positively. I've heard people here tonight saying, "Oh, we're still going to win all them 3 games." I'm usually positive, but Leeds away without Casemiro. People forgetting it's not the same Bielsa Leeds team that we suited so well. Yeah. It's going to be a tough game without Casemiro Leeds away. It really is. And obviously Leeds at home, I back us to win that still without Casemiro, but it's still a big loss. And Leeds and United, it's a derby at the end of the day. It's like that derby feel. So it's always going to be a big game. And then Leicester, I mean, they've got some good players. They've got quality there. So I wouldn't say 100%, but I still think Eric Ten Hag can get through these games. And thank God we signed Sabitzer, and I'm glad he came on. I'm glad he did well, got some confidence. I like the way he had his body language when he came onto the pitch. He seemed like a leader. He seemed like he had the right attitude and someone that you want to bring into the team. So going to be seeing a lot more of him, I think, over the next few games. Well, and thank God we bought him.
Exactly. We ain't got anyone else, so he's got to play. Yeah. But this is a tough one. Who are you going to give man of the match to in the end there, Beth?
I'm going to give, it is tough, I'm going to give man of the match to Bruno. I thought Bruno played well the whole game. I thought, again, his leadership was on top form. Give away a few balls, wasn't quite as good as his last performance, because his last performance was unbelievable. But today, started off with a penalty, cool, calm, collected finish, and he was trying to do the right things all game. But I thought Varane and Martinez and Shaw were all up there as well. They were all brilliant. Our defence is carrying us. The one thing I wanted to mention though, and I know I talk about De Gea quite a lot, and I know people think that I have a problem with him. I just want my goalkeeper to be more confident. Him not being able to collect a simple ball is going to cost us at some point. It is, and it has done in the past. And today, luckily, we dealt with it. But when he was he could have collected it, kind of calm, compose the team, and he does that little punch again, the same way he did at Arsenal. That just it scares the life out of defenders. And you can see Varane and Martinez. It's like they're like leading the line. You want your goalkeeper to come out confidently, collecting crosses, be a confident like figure in goal, and it's going to cost us at some point, and that's the disappointment as well. But you know what, I'm proud of the way the team went about it. I like the way Varane's leading at the back. He was up there for man of the match. But yeah, I'm happy, but I'm also got a bit of a sour taste because of that Casemiro red card. But hopefully it continues. They're winning 3 points.
Cheers for coming on, Beth.